a guest of honor who we have with us, today. So, Ms. Sri Venkat Changavalli. He's the CEO of Insurance Information Bureau of India. So this side. Yeah. I'll just introduce him. Mr. Sri Changavalli is an MBA from IIM Ahmedabad and a BTech from NIT Warangal. He also has undergone training at the Harvard Business School, the Wharton School, the Columbia Business School, London Business School in his illustrious career of over 4 decades. He has conceptualized, implemented, and operationalized innovative projects, many of them for the first time, such as the EMRI 108, Uttar Pradesh UP Emergency 100, and Elderly Response System 14567 at global standards, which brought name and fame to our country. He's a strategic thinker, lucid trainer, and renowned as a great inspirational person to bring in beautiful insights for better management of organizations and also development of the people. At present, along with his responsibility at the Insurance Information Bureau as a Chief Executive Officer, he's also member of the Insurance Advisory Committee, IIDI. He's a director at the Board of Institute of Insurance and Risk Management, IIRM. He's also an advisor and a leadership mentor and guest faculty in business schools and corporates. Sri Changavalli, yes, please address. Would you like to do it here, sir, from here? Or you can just sit and do also whatever it is. Thanks.
Very good morning. IIB is 10 years old. I am also 10 years old. But after 60. I remember Mr. Modi when we launched 108 in Gujarat on 29th August 2007. We launched it after Andhra Pradesh. First was Andhra, then Gujarat. So after I spoke, he spoke naturally outside, he'll come and speak there. And he said, भाई और बहनों सब कुछ तो वेंकट जी तो बता दिया, but लेकिन हम तो एक चीज़ बोलेंगे, बोलूँ नहीं बोलूँ. Then he said, Gujarat is the first state to launch 108 outside the mic after Andhra Pradesh. Then he asked me, Venkat ji, कुछ गलती बोला है क्या? नहीं, गलती नहीं. I could hear, nobody else could hear. Thank you for inviting me IIA for here. I'm only qualified because IIA, after that IIB comes, the bureau. And I'm happy to note that your theme for this year is poised for growth. With all my age of 70 years and 46 years of corporate experience and public life experience, I want to wish you all the best for your growth, but I want to qualify your growth should be consistent. Your growth should be inclusive. Your growth should be profitable. Your growth should be ethical. And last but not least, your growth has to be sustainable. My growth of last 46 years of my career is qualified by all these 5. Otherwise, the kind of people I worked, 20 state governments and so many chief ministers, quite a lot of them having gone to jails, including the latest Chandrababu Naidu. They are saying that when I shake hands with them, most likely that they would go to jail. Not here. The politically I am talking. So, this is my first speech as a CEO of IIB, though I spoke to the insurers extempore on my second day of joining. Constitution of IIB, it was promoted by IRDA. Where is my... Yeah. Promoted by IRDA in 2009. 3 years later only it got registered as a society in 2012. It's a single industry level data repository for the insurance sector, for every policy data. It's a body which generates analytics. It draws insights, because of which it has to empower the industry and its growth. Mr. Panda, the chairman of IRDA, is our chairman. It so happened both of us worked in UP when I was advisor to Chief Minister there. He was the principal secretary to home when I did the UP 100 project. That's why when I came to Hyderabad last year, he asked me to help in these various committees I've been working. And sudden on 30th August, they made me the CEO suddenly with 1 day notice, asked me to join on 1st September. I know neither insurance nor technology. I'm least qualified to be here in this forum, but I know India, I've been in India, and what can be useful to India. If technology can play that role, leadership can play that role, I can mine that part. So we have various subcommittees to ensure that IIB does good things, whether it is strategy part, or data part, or IT part, or finance part, or HR part. At that time, in 2012, what was told to IIB is that be used to market, review all the business practices, ensure that they are able to identify better opportunities, collaborate with various councils and committees, develop software applications, at the same time be a sounding board so that new ideas come in. As a CEO, I have all the vertical heads reporting to me, health, life, motor and OLB, and I also have the service functions, admin, finance, HR. And these two I added and strengthened in the last 2 weeks, calling it QCIS. One of the actuaries who passed out is one of the first 4 who passed out in 3 years' time. He is now heading QCIS, actually less than half my age, and he is heading quality, he is heading collaboration, he is heading innovation, and he is heading strategic thinking. I took him from IRDA, 5 years experience. Before that, he was a technology man with Juniper Technologies to help me. And second is technology. I took a chief technology officer in the last 1 week back. He joined, 20 plus years experience in technology. With those 2 guys, I thought I can manage the show as a CEO. CEO plays many times. I have been a CEO from 94. I worked 11 years in Chennai in a multinational, and then I was CEO of EMRI for 6 years. What I realized is you are not chief executive officer alone. You have to be chief ethical officer, you have to be chief education officer. The middle part of E, I expanded 8 to 9 times. You are a chief energizing officer, you are also chief entertaining officer, you are also chief evangelizing officer, you are also chief entrepreneurial officer, you are also chief equitable officer. It's multiple roles what you have to play, and I could realize morning session what you had, CEO of IIB, you expect all of them from me. Then only we can achieve the vision. So far, in the last 10 years, we created a stable organization and taken up crucial projects, mostly reactive than proactive. And we have more than 600 crores of records from all the verticals of the industry. We have still limitations. We don't have personal data. Now we are initiating towards approaching unique authority and authority to become a sub kind of thing so that we can collect it. We are going in the direction, and still 1 or 2 players not participating fully, though we started. With these limitations, still the context today, after 10 years in 2023, the insurers are demanding much more than what they did before. They have become hungry. Chairman IRDA has become hungry. So as a result, everything stops finally at IIB. Whatever discussion happens, you have to give us. Second is huge opportunities from this low penetration level to what we have to reach. And thirdly, resource and short supply. I don't have much of a talent. Money is not there. Time is not there. Fourthly, IRDA as investor is becoming extremely impatient with IIB. And last is importance of delivering that report, that insight, that data insights is becoming extremely important. So I can't afford to talk any more strategy. I have to talk only execution to get the confidence and trust of the insurers. So before I come to the vision for 2047, up to now last 10 years, what has happened if you call it as version 1.0, Now what has to happen is version 2.0 for IAB. Let me share in a lighter vein. There's a lady in Bombay sitting in her apartment, morning having coffee with her husband, and showing the clothes dried up in the opposite house balcony, showing her husband, telling him, look at those clothes, they are so dirty, they are so black. Husband says, why are you telling me? Go and tell that lady. She says, I'm confident about you that this news will reach her through you. Like this, every day she bothers him, those clothes are dirty, they are not good. Finally, on 10th day, she tells her husband, fantastic, look at those clothes, they are white and bright and this and that. I am sure you must have done something. Anything in neighbor's house, you are only responsible. He said, I have not done anything, but you have done something. He says, yes, 10 minutes before you got up, I got up, cleaned the glass window on which there is dirt. So we have to look through others by cleaning our own window glass. I think there is a lot of dirt in IIB and IIA. We have to clean that first before we look at the insurers and also the to be insured people. I mean, that is the moral of the story. That's why the vision for 2047 is insurance for all by 2047. Is it individual level, business entity level, geography level, town level, rural level, all that we may have to define. But I took vision, explaining all these alphabets of vision. If you have to achieve any vision, first of all, you must have values. My values in IIB is flexibility, agility, followed by performance orientation, being response to the customer needs, transparency, more importantly, vibrancy. Second thing, I part of vision is basically I have to be India-centric, no point in talking. I don't like any Indian CEO saying, my market is $40 billion, 2 trillion, all this I don't like. India at least talk in crores, don't talk in billions and dollars. Be India-centric to start with, everything has to be affordable. That's why when I started 108 18 years back, it is zero. No charging till today in the last 18 years. We carry 20 million patients, not a rupee we collected from any patient. It has to be affordable is the second part of the vision. Third thing is the strategic thinking. No more talking in the air. Strategy has to be focused, strategy has to be clear, strategy has to be well communicated, strategies have constant discipline. I remember the current Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, when he asked me when he was the Deputy Chief Minister to carry dead bodies in the ambulance. I said, sorry, I will not carry dead body in the ambulance. It is meant for taking patients whose life is challenged. He didn't like it at that time. But I said, no, I cannot do that because a patient who is struggling for life, I will deny him that opportunity. Strategy requires that kind of constant discipline and knowing what not to do, what to do. Intimacy with the people whom I am serving. And of course, the opportunity focus on the penetration level. I don't think any insurance meeting happens without using this word penetration. 4.2% to the at least global level of 7% from the current level of 10 lakhs crores, at least going to the 20 lakhs crores is the opportunity which we need to focus. Last is thinking has to be new, neo-thinking. In 108 service, when I called my driver as pilot, everybody objected that day, 18 years back. How can you call a pilot? Pilot has to be only aircraft guy. I said, where it is written in Constitution? It is not written. But I call that guy, 10th class guy, driver. How will you behave differently if I call you pilot? He said, sir, first of all, I will not drink and drive. Otherwise, the driver is my birthright to drink and drive. Number two, as a driver, I will be a team worker. And number three, sir, as a pilot, I will not be taking tips, whereas as a driver, I will wait till you give me tips. These small changes in the pilot, and believe me, 18,000 people got their recognition. In Andhra particularly, they got more dowries. So, this is the importance of vision. This vision requires specific skills what I have to build. Yesterday in the advisory council meeting, I was telling Mr. Panda that what you need is in IRDA and anywhere else, we are talking only vision, but you have to build these skills first. First skill is, for me in IIB, I have to build more domain skills than what I have today. But people think I have enough of skills. No, my skills of understanding insurance have to be doubled, if not tripled. Number two, I have to have actuarial. That's why I took that boy. Third one is technology. The CTO, when he called me very second day, he said, we have to have the program and project management separately. We have to have a business partner separately. We have to have a guy for analytics who can take care of complete data engineering, all this. Followed by the security. And last but not least is the infrastructure operations. I must say, we are, if I call it 3 out of 10 only we are currently, I want to move in the next couple of months to the 10 out of 10. And then, of course, the language, instead of saying only very limited distributed technology, I have to go towards enterprise, a cloud level, optimized technology stacks, digitization for the employee side experience, digitalization for the customer experience, more importantly, the big data lake, so that I can manage both the structured and unstructured data. All these are the words. No meeting ends and starts without these. Today, these days, AI and ML you have to use. Without that, you cannot say even good morning. But most important skill for me in IIB, why I am there, is because of leadership. What I have experienced in the last, from 94 as a CEO, 29 years it took for me, still I can't say even 4 out of 10 or 5 out of 10, because I met Dr. Kalam. For 10 years he mentored me from 2005 to 15. I met him at least 50 times. He came to my house for dinner. What I have seen, that leadership in him, what I have to emulate is far. That humility, that integrity, that asking questions, that being gratefulness to others, that potential to what people have got, hidden potential, how to tap. So I would like to say that leadership is the most important in insurance industry. And that leadership has to accept more collaboration. I must collaborate. I'm sure there are opportunity to collaborate with IIA itself, the way you started the very discussion itself. IIA should come to B. Though I am B, please come to us. We can collaborate. And we have to innovate. We have to think strategically and, more importantly, deliver. These are my leadership skills. These 4 are my 4 pillars of skills which I will spend time to build up. From raw data outcomes, I have to build my master data, give the reports, give the analytics, real-time services, be on APIs and everything. And the fraud analytics, the number of frauds going up every day. No day passes without a guy ringing up somebody saying your policy is expiring. You please, you are not authorized your broker. You authorize me, I will get you money. All these kind of calls every day for a common man. They don't know that to ring up the Bima portals. You can go and identify. Benchmark studies to impact the pricing, predictive models, risk scores. All this is jargon used in IIB, but you have to execute it. And lastly, what kind of benefits industry should get because of IIB? Naturally, we must be playing our role in helping them achieving the vision. And the industry should develop, industry should grow with our support in terms of, you will be able to make new initiatives, better decision making, particularly launching new products, onboarding of the customers, sizing of the risk, prevention of frauds or detecting the frauds, issuing the DMAT policies, deploying the new distribution channels. So in the last 2 weeks, at least 3 times, I met the people from IRDA to work on the agency portal. Expanding to the new geographies, mapping of trends, benchmarking against peers, generating pricing benchmarks, close monitoring of the claim ratios and frauds and retention and the lapses. I used extensively when I was the CEO of EMRI, all 12 states where I was operating. I could look at one of these 3,200 ambulances, which patient it is carrying, what are the vitals of that patient. I can look from my CEO chamber, vitals of that patient, where the, when he started, what kind of medicines are given, how they are stabilizing his vitals. All that I could see it at that time. The analytics I used to generate and give it to the chief ministers. Kurnool, Thursday evening, 4 to 5 accident happens. What is that we can do in that spot? If we could do it that time, 18 years back, there much more technology you can do today for this important sector of the country. I am here to work 24/7. Till 31st August, I was advisor to Government of Assam. I was teaching in various institutions. All that I stopped to ensure that I am here 24/7. Anything you need from IIB, please call me or any of the team members. I'll be happy to help you. My best wishes to IIA. This is my first lecture as a CEO outside. I'll remember throughout my life because you'll remember first job, first wife, first kiss. Thank you so much.